Hi, everybody.
Hi guys, we'll circulate a mic on each side and then people want to take turns between the mic.
Yeah, hi Colin.
Hi.
Yeah, it is very difficult match against the European champions. Maybe what did you run from this match?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to England. They have a fantastic team. For me, they are the best team in the world at the moment. Serena's done a great job, and she has obviously an enormous squad, can replace players pretty easily. So there's a high quality there. When we got the invitation, we knew that we were off season. But do you say no to this opportunity to play against the best team in the world? Also then against Italy and Belgium, in such a great atmosphere? Of course you say yes. But we knew it was going to be really difficult. So we normally play a high press, we play offensive, but today we had to choose basically almost the catenaccio Italian way of parking 3 or 4 buses. And I think the first half we did reasonably well. Had a couple of obviously scary moments, but still I think we were well organised. And then, of course, it's debatable. I need to see it again, but we looked at it at half-time. I don't personally think it was a penalty, but okay, the referee gave it. Then you go a goal down, and then it was basically, we knew also conditionally that we will drop in the second half. But I said, let's keep the first 10, 15 minutes. The next wave of attacks will come, but unfortunately the girls were just off. The first 3 or 4 minutes, you concede 2 goals. And then the game, obviously, is a really, really difficult ask. But credit to the players, they didn't fall apart. We kept going, we kept on trying. But it was obviously wave after wave of attacks from these enormous physicality from the English girls and speed and pace on the ball. But they're the things that I think we need to learn. In Asia, we need to learn that the fitness levels have to be much, much higher. Our league games are played at a lower intensity, unfortunately, and I've been saying this now for almost 4 years. When the team is fit and in a real good flow, we have a good team, we have talented players, and obviously we know that 3 or 4 of our top players are missing. But it's an experience that we don't want to miss. G is just coming back from an ankle operation. We're trying to manage her training load. Of course, she wants to play, but I see her in training every day, and the ankle is still not right. She still can't sprint properly. She can't shoot properly, and I'm not going to risk my best player that she maybe then makes the injury worse, or is out then for the next 3 or 4 months, and maybe even miss a World Cup. This tournament is great, but it's not that important compared to a World Cup. I'm sure.
I just wanted to ask about kind of the progress within South Korea. I remember I spoke to Cho last year and she talked about, maybe progress hasn't kicked on so much for Korean women's football as much as she might have thought. I just wondered what your kind of outlook was on it and coming into it and seeing how things have progressed since you've come in.
I think as a team we have definitely progressed. We've moved up the rankings, now 15th. We've had some really good results the last couple of years. Got a 0-0 with the USA, 0-0 with Canada. We beat Australia. So I think our team, like I said earlier, when everybody's fit and healthy, that we have a good side. The women's football in Korea, in general, that needs to be professionalized and needs to be played at a higher intensity, basically. The girls are full-time, so they are able to train every single day. I'll just give you a quick schedule. Monday game, Tuesday day off, Wednesday day off, Thursday recovery. So I'm always like, what are you recovering from? 2 days off. But that's the system, yeah? And it's at times very tiring. And so these games, playing against such a team in England, like as England are, with this physicality and this speed, that's what I want the girls to experience. This is how fit you have to be if you want to be the best. Yeah, and that's the lesson we learned this evening, I think.
Do we have any other questions, guys?
Last one. English fans are getting very excited about Lauren James. From a neutral perspective, how special is she on the pitch?
I think Serena could answer that better. Obviously a great player to watch, very physical, very fast. But again, I was just speaking with Serena after the game, and even she was saying that she's got so many good players that it's a privilege to be in charge of them. So I think England have a lot of dynamic players, and that makes them, plus the skill on the ball, of course, the dynamics of the players and the way they play, and the way and again giving everything they have makes them very, very dangerous. And I think they are worthy European champions, and I think they have very, very good chances of winning the World Cup. Yeah, so it's a great squad, and the development the last few years here in England in women's football has been tremendous. It's been supported, and it is being supported. The crowds are coming, the people, the players are becoming household names. And I think they just need to keep working hard, keep their feet on the ground, don't believe the hype, just keep working hard, and the success will come, I'm sure. And it's a good to have these kind of role models for young kids. You know, I'm back in England now for the first time for 4 years. I have 3 sisters. My dream as a young boy was to become a professional footballer. If my sisters at that time had also had that dream, they'd have been laughed at. Now it's reality, and that's a fantastic development. So these girls that are playing now for England, they are going to be role models for the next generation, and that's fantastic. And obviously we want to follow suit in Korea. And the women's game is growing tremendously worldwide, and I believe it's the sport #1 in the world with the most potential for development. So it's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for the players to be involved. It's an exciting time for a coach to be involved. And now, like I say, we will try and push ourselves as hard as we can. I love being in Korea. It's fantastic, fantastic place. And I hope now that we can learn from these next 2 games coming up, plus this evening, and make our mark in the World Cup also. Thanks very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you very much. My pleasure. Yeah, my pleasure.